Last episode talked about that Akira and Hinata killed everyone in the villa. Akira spared Watanabe's life and then prepared to escape. Akira ran through the forest, trying to escape the police pursuit. Hinata suddenly appeared, blocking Akira's path. He began asking questions, expressing his curiosity about why Akira insisted on telling the police he was a boy when he clearly appeared to be a girl. Akira replied impatiently, telling Hinata that he was Akira, Megumi's younger brother.
What are you talking about? Are all geniuses truly mad? I've done my research on you. You don't have a younger brother. You are Megumi.
What are you saying? You're lying. Listen to my voice. What girl sounds like this? I'm a guy.
Isn't your voice like that because it was damaged when you were being bullied by Suzuki Misaki and the others?
Akira was suddenly overwhelmed by a splitting headache. He clutched his head and dropped to the ground, crouching in pain. He struggled for a moment, then lost consciousness and collapsed to the ground.
Akira woke up in a hospital room, his head still throbbing with pain.
You finally woke up, Megumi Kawashiwa.
Hearing someone call him Megumi, Akira became extremely agitated. He immediately snapped back angrily, insisting that he wasn't Megumi. He was her younger brother, Akira. Watanabe sighed and said he hadn't expected Megumi to be suffering from such severe schizophrenia. It had clearly progressed far beyond what anyone had imagined.
No, I'm Akira. My sister's in a coma. I put her in the hospital. I paid the fees. You can check.
We checked. There's no such record. Kawashima Akira. There is no such person. There's only Kawashima Megumi. Your classmates know you. Do you think they wouldn't recognize you? You think we wouldn't realize you're not a boy? If you still don't believe it, check your own body.
Akira, or rather Megumi, looked down and saw the curve of her chest. In that moment, she completely broke down. Watanabe began questioning Megumi about the details of the crimes and informed her that a lawyer would be assigned to defend her, aiming for a lighter sentence. He tried to comfort Megumi, assuring her that people with mental illness are not sentenced to death.
Accepting the truth takes courage. Acknowledging your past isn't surrender. It's the first step to healing. Cooperate with treatment.
Your Honor, members of the jury, my client, Kawashima Megumi, is not a cold-blooded killer, but a victim suffering from severe mental illness. Since childhood, she has endured domestic abuse, school bullying, and extreme poverty. These traumatic experiences accumulated over time, ultimately leading to profound psychological damage. We have a psychiatric evaluation report that clearly states Ms. Kawashima suffers from dissociative identity disorder and post-traumatic stress disorder. She did not commit these acts with a clear and conscious mind. Rather, her actions were carried out while she was in a dissociative state, under the control of an alternate identity, one she believed to be her younger brother, Akira.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we cannot deny this defendant, Kawashima Megumi, or whoever she claims to be, has indeed experienced trauma. But we must be clear about one thing. Trauma does not equate to innocence. The psychological evaluation report does mention dissociative identity disorder. However, it also clearly states that she was lucid for the majority of the time, capable of interacting normally with others, and able to disguise and rationalize her actions. She even demonstrated calm, logical self-defense in front of the police.
Yes, Kawashima Megumi has made grave mistakes that resulted in the loss of several lives, but she committed these acts while in a state of psychological collapse and identity disorder. She has not tried to escape responsibility. She has already been enduring punishment within the shattered ruins of her own mind.
If we cannot find it in our hearts to show compassion for a child like her, then perhaps it is time for our legal system to reflect on whether it still upholds the essence of humanity.
This court finds that the defendant, Kawashima Megumi, was suffering from a severe mental disorder at the time of the crimes, with signs of dissociative identity and cognitive distortion, and thus lacked full criminal responsibility in most cases. However, due to the continuous, violent nature of her actions and the fear inflicted on society, she must still be held accountable. The court hereby sentences her to no less than 20 years of psychiatric treatment and corrective supervision at a state-designated forensic mental health facility. If deemed unfit for reintegration after that period, her confinement will be extended indefinitely. Miss Kawashima, you were once a victim, but you have also become a perpetrator. I hope that in the trial of time, you will truly confront the self that was suppressed, torn apart, and forgotten.
Sis Akira Megumi